Welcome, soldiers. By now, I hope
I guess it doesn't matter what mode we do.
Yeah, I guess
Here
not.
you will be able to gain more experience and practice at your own pace.
So, I'm assuming you know the duck jump slide, right?
Yeah.
Do it without sliding first. Like, just jump,
Okay, so and then-
jump, crouch, and let
yeah.
go of any direction. Okay, so you just
Oh
interesting.
yeah, I do this.
So it's just okay. If
Yeah,
you hold
that's-
crouch, does it look different? Because on your screen, you just kind of slide. You're holding crouch?
No, well, I toggle my crouch, so
Okay.
like it'll keep me crouched if I stop moving.
You're not crouched
Like-
when you stop moving, though.
Huh.
Am I crouched?
Yeah, and you slide a little bit too in the crouch.
Yeah, so what I'm doing is I'm running and I jump, hit crouch, but as soon as you jump, you let go of any direction.
Okay, so you just... Fuck, how's this supposed to work? See, I just stop. Like, how do you slide? I mean, I slide peek people all the time like this, and we'll like move to the side or something like that.
So, running, right? Running. As soon as I jump, I've let go of any, like, WASD, and I've pressed crouch. Or I'm holding crouch. But I haven't slid. So, I don't know if you're doing it right, because on my end, you're just... Oh, wow, that was actually really nice. How did you slide in a... Oh, so you can't... Interesting!
What does it look like when you're in, like, can you jump and then, you know, crouch slide in the air?
Oh, I think I know what you mean. So, am I triggering... You mean trigger
Oh, yeah,
the...
that's really weird.
So what I did is
Not
I
what thought it looked
slid
like at all.
and triggered the jump after I slid. Can I see what that looks like? Oh, shoot. I needed to put push to talk off.
Oh yeah, just open your mic. It's fine.
I'm like talking and I'm like, wait.
You're like, he's not doing anything. I'm telling him to.
All right, that should be better. So what I did there was I was sliding and I jumped right after I initiated the slide. So I'm curious what that looks like on your end. That's what you wanted me to do, right?
Yeah, so like it's just jump and then, you know, initiate a slide while you're in the air.
Oh, the other way
Weird.
around.
Yeah, because that's what I do all the time to peek people. Okay, that's pretty much what I expect it to look like.
So what does it look like the other way around? No, my slide key is normal. Like if you initiate the slide and jump right after you do it, or like
That's
a
pretty
moment
much-
after you do it.
That looked like what I would expect.
Okay. Yeah, I guess that's probably gonna throw a few people off. It
Now,
doesn't.
see,
I don't
that
wonder what
time
it
when
does
you
to
did
the.
You were still, see, right there, you're still crouched when you're in the air, though. That kind of did it. You're still in the...
I think it depends when you trigger it. And
Yeah,
you can't jump if you've ADS'd. You have to crouch, jump, and then ADS. Now try with an MMG. No, fuck off. What else did I want to test? Can you crouch for me for a sec? Interesting. So if you're in a mid-fight and you were to just tap crouch, can you show me what that would look like? Okay, that's not as bad as I thought. Oh, yes, it is. So if you just tap it, it's like nothing.
Yeah.
Like you're not even moving up and down. Oh, you were just
Yeah, too
ADSing.
fast. Yeah, I use toggle crouch too. So if I just press the button twice really fast, that's it.
So if I were to crouch in a fight, I would actually want to kind of hold it for a second, or like half a second.
Okay, so you pause for a moment and come back up.
Because otherwise, I mean, there's probably gonna headshot me when I do that, but
Yeah, and the hitboxes
if they're
are
actually a
pretty
good
big
player,
anyway.
I'm with you, just reloading.
so in your opinion, what's the best offensive option as far as what options we have? Is it gonna be to initiate the slide then jump?
Sliding is really strong in this game, even if you don't do any fancy like animations with it. Just getting the slide in, especially if you're gonna come around a corner, right? So like,
Yeah.
if I know you're here, you know, I would almost always slide these people. Just
Okay.
you never see anybody slide in this game because I don't think most of the player base knows how to do it. So as soon as they see this animation start, they have no idea what's going on.
The problem I have is the shake it gives the weapon. It's really annoying.
Yeah, I'll do a slide a lot in a fight. Like if we're out in the open and you come out of nowhere and I've only got 3 shots, I'm out of ammo and I need to get a reload off. I'll always do like the
Oh, you'll reload
serpentine
with a slide? I got you.
Yeah, that's really strong. Occasionally you'll get away with it if it's a good player still gonna kill you, but you can sometimes get a free kill by reloading in a slide.
Yeah, because I've definitely juked a few shotgun players with something like that.
Oh yeah. If they've got like a bolt action or a shotgun, then you really have a pretty good chance. If they're not an excellent player, they'll miss, and then you can actually kill them.
You know what I wish we could do? Slide to the side.
Yeah, you have to start the slide and then rake your mouse really hard. And there's the turn rate cap, which is terrible.
Yeah, so you have to start the slide in immediately.
You can kind of slide backwards, but you have to be turned in the air.
Oh yeah. It's better, so as far as the sliding backwards go, it's better to do this, what I do.
Okay, so jump into it.
So I'm not
What
actually
does that look
sliding.
like? If you're running forward, you slide and then you press S to go back. Okay, yeah, I mean it's still something.
It's bad if you're directly on. It'd be better, so I would use something like that if I'm like corner peeking, I guess.
Yeah, I'll go around corners like that sometimes.
Yeah. But I use this as a defensive move a lot. So if I'm like near a corner and I need to get around it, or like to peek behind me and keep some mobility,
Yeah.
I'll do that. Because then I'm still moving, right? But I still can aim behind me a lot easier, and I have more speed than if I was just running, right?
Right, that makes sense.
And then you're not suffering from the turn cap. The only problem is I wish this triggered or looked like the sliding animation, because that would be so good.
Yeah.
The other thing is, I think you can gain some momentum if you're initiating a crouch in midair at the right time.
I always seem to do that, and it does feel like you move faster for just a split second, and then you return to base movement speed.
Yeah, I wonder if
when
there's
you
a
land, it seems to go somewhat faster.
I wonder if there's a consistent way to test it. Do I pilot? Yes, I have in previous games. The problem is if you do it too fast, you're
You get stuck.
screwed. So another thing is, do you find that if you're like in a gunfight, you feel like you're glued to the ground after you shoot sometimes?
Oh, well, there's a bug right now. I don't know if I feel like I get it seriously every like 2 minutes. Like every 120 seconds I'll get a bug where if I do it seems like if I swap to my secondary, which is always the revolver, and go ADS and take a shot in a fight, I literally don't get input from any of my movement keys. So whatever I press next, which is typically A or D, just doesn't work. And then I have to hit it a couple of times before I can move. And what happens is you'll peek like a recon player with the revolver and go for a headshot. And if you miss, then you just literally can't move for a second. I don't know what that is. It bugs on equipment, and it semes to bug on switching weapons quickly and then immediately firing an ADS.
Yeah, it
just
gets me killed a
lose
lot.
Input, which that's just a bug. And it's like, happens a lot now. It's super annoying.
Yeah. I think the best way to combat, like not that you can't shoot, but to be able to move right away is to try and initiate a slide immediately. Because you gain faster momentum, it seems, by initiating a slide.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like if you watch any of the top players stream, they're almost constantly just sliding around the map.
Yeah.
I mean, not only does it just break up the typical movement pattern of just being this guy, right, who's super easy to track, you know.
Well,
Adding in some... Most people just don't know what the slide animation looks like. I mean, I never see normal players do that.
I know, yeah.
And
And like,
bust into a house.
Yeah.
You're like, you know.
it reduces your hitbox so well, I think, too.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean, you're almost half the size when you're in the full slide.
So the definite time to do the jump crouch is if there's a downhill, because you gain a ton more speed.
Okay.
That's how the whole water trick works, right?
Yeah.
What? You
Yeah,
remember
that's
that?
actually a good discovery.
I do it all the time on, what map is that? Rotterdam?
Yep. I just naturally, somebody needs to make some videos about this because that's something that I would just naturally do. Like, I'm just tempted to do it when I cross a place like this, but most people apparently aren't. They just kind of run right across.
Yeah, any downhill I can. Except in Metro, if there's anything with a ceiling you'd hit, it sucks.
Oh, you bounce after that.
Hey, Vince, thanks for the host. We're testing things out, Vince. I think I'm finished testing what I need to test.